Evening ladies, just going to record an evening yoga class. So just very gently coming to sit on your mat. Okay, we're just going to gently sit in a cross-seated position, bring the back of your palms onto your knees, bring your fingers into a mudra, thumb and index finger connecting. Gently relax your shoulders down your spine, draw the belly into you relaxing the lower back. Good, and we're just going to focus on lifting your heart center. Feel your sitting bones beneath you lengthen up into the crown of the head and taking 10 deep breaths in and out of your belly, in and out of the nose. With every exhalation, just letting go. Just bringing that peace and balance into the body. And very gently opening your eyes, keeping your legs in a cross-seated position. You gently want to bring your arms down onto, your elbows down onto the floor in front of you. Relax your head and your neck. You can either do that if you're a beginner, otherwise if you can't bring your elbows down onto the mat, gently bring your hands as far forward as you can and then gently relaxing down. So either relax the arms straight if you can't bring the elbows down, otherwise bring the elbows down, or you can bring the arms closer to the body. Relax your head and your neck, 5 breaths. And gently come up, just repeat on the opposite side, swapping legs, bringing the opposite side in front, either bringing the arms straight on in front of you, keeping the arms, the length in the arms, relax your head and your neck, or you can bring the elbows down, just surrendering, or bring the elbows closer to the body, relaxing your head and your neck, 5 breaths. Very gently coming up, just bringing your arms shoulder height. Inhale, bring your palms up, and exhale, dropping. Let's just do another 8 more. Inhaling, exhaling, 7 more in your own breath. And then gently hold for a few breaths. So it's almost drawing the shoulder blades in towards each other, pushing your palms against 2 walls. Breathing and holding this for 5 breaths. Keeping the length in your spine, draw the belly, so dropping the lower back. And gently dropping the wrist down, but keep the length in the arms and strong arms, 5 breaths. Good, and gently bring your palms above your head. So your palms gently touch each other, slightly drawing the shoulders back towards the wall behind you, but keeping the length in the spine and holding 5 breaths. Gently just release, bring your hands behind your back in a square. One hand around each elbow, slightly draw the shoulder blades down. Keeping the length, lift your heart center. Let's just hold for 5 to 6 breaths. And gently just release. So what we want to do is you're gently going to bring your right arm in front of your chest, bring your left arm up, and you just gently want to bring the right elbow and nestle in between your left forearm. Draw the arm across your body, feel the stretch down that right shoulder. And holding, breathing into this for 5 breaths. Good, now you want to bring that elbow up. So you want to bring the right elbow up, place your left hand on the right elbow, slide your left hand down the spine, keeping the length in the spine, lift your heart center, breathing into this for 5 breaths. Bringing your left elbow into a square. Feel a really good stretch in your right shoulders. And also in the front of the tricep, feel a deep stretch, holding 2 more breaths. And just gently releasing opposite side. So you want to bring the left arm across the body, bringing the right arm up. Stretching, feeling that stretch on the opposite side, 5 to 6 slow breaths. Gently bringing the right elbow up, your left elbow up, slide your left hand down your spine, bringing your left hand onto right hand onto your left elbow, squaring your right elbow to the front. We just breathe and just lifting the heart center, keep the length, 5 to 6 breaths. So just feeling that stretch on the opposite side. Gently just releasing, bring your arms to the front. Lovely. And we just gently want to bring your arms together, stretching up, interlacing your hands. Really stretch up, draw the belly, so drop the lower back, holding 5 breaths. And gently bringing your arms shoulder height, holding 5 breaths. And gently releasing. So what we want to do now, again, if you're a beginner, bring your hands behind your back, one hand around each elbow, draw the shoulders down the spine, and lift your heart center. Otherwise, we're going to bring your hands behind your back. So you want to bring the palms together and you walk your hands up your spine. So if you're flexible and you'll be doing yoga longer, bring the palms together behind your back. So palms face each other, lift your heart center. Otherwise, do the beginner posture, which is bringing your hands around each elbow, lifting up. We're going to hold this for at least 5 to 6, 8 breaths. Feeling the front of the chest opening. And gently just releasing, bringing your hands onto your knees. You're going to gently, keeping the length, we're going to relax, bring your chin down onto your chest. Take a deep breath here. Gently lifting up. 5 more. Exhaling when you bring the chin down. Inhale when you lift the head. Inhale, exhale over the right shoulder, inhale center, exhale over the left shoulder. So let's just do another 5 more. Just going from side to side mindfully. Hand it back to center. And then just very gently relax your right shoulder. And you just want to gently drop your right ear down to the right shoulder. So you want to feel the stretch on the left side of your neck. So it's almost like you bring your chin to halfway between your collarbone and your breastbone here. So almost in the middle. And gently pointing the chin towards the left side of your chest. Holding for 5 breaths. Gently repeat on the opposite side. So gently relax your left shoulder, relax your left ear down towards the left shoulder. And just feel on the opposite side. You can also lengthen into your fingers if you prefer. If you want to lightly touch the floor, you can. Otherwise, just keeping the hand on your knee. So just a slight variation. 5 breaths. And very gently coming up. So now you want to gently bring your right foot up as high as you can onto your left thigh. Keeping the leg, bring your arm shoulder height, right arm under your left, bring your palms together, lift the palms up, good, drawing the belly in so that you're dropping the lower back. We're going to hold for 8 breaths. Gently release. This just repeats on the opposite side. Left foot up. If you can't bring your foot up, just sit in a normal cross-seated position if you're a beginner. Arm, shoulder height, this time left under right, palms together. Again, if you can't bring your palms together, then place your hands on your shoulders and just sit like this if you can't bring the palms together. Again, breathe into this for 8 breaths. Gently just releasing. Let's just go into our butterfly or Baddhakasana. Remember, if your knees are up here, then sit on a cushion or a bolster just so that it drops your knees. Get 1 or 2 pillows or cushions, sit on the cushions. Otherwise, you just gently bring the soles of your feet together. So if your knees are up here, remember hands around your ankles instead. Otherwise, we bring the hands around your feet, thumb just below the ball of the foot. And we want to gently lengthen up. Push the knees down towards the mat. Lift your floor, center or your triangle, and gently lifting your heart center, draw the belly in, good. Gently draw the shoulder blades in towards your heart center, so you're lifting. You want to feel the length in the spine, close your eyes and focusing on the breath. And gently just release. You just want to gently bring your right foot out to the side. And gently just bringing your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Gently place your right hand on your right hand on your left knee. We just gently want to flex into your right foot. We're just going to gently hold this for 5 breaths. Very nice. And then just very gently, easy using a strap around your foot. Otherwise, place your fingers around your big toe. We just gently want to stretch up. Bring your hand behind. Hold onto the back of your shirt or onto your thigh. and gently coming down. And we just want to breathe into this for at least 6 to 8 breaths. You want to flex into that foot. Good. Lifting up. A lot of people who are very flexible, you want to bring your arm, and if you can, you connect your hands. I just prefer to bring my hand behind my back, holding and breathing into this. And very gently just releasing. And gently bringing your right foot onto the inside of your left thigh. Good. And we just gently bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. And gently bring your left hand onto your right knee and just relax, flex into that foot. And gently just releasing. And again, placing a strap around your foot if you can't reach your toe. Gently place your fingers around your big toe and gently inhale, bring your elbow down towards that thigh. Bring your hand behind your back. Stretch up, bring the arm behind. Hold onto the back of your shirt or bring the hand around. And we just want to breathe into this. Very gently releasing. And very gently bring your legs up to the side, sit to the side so you can see the candle. Well done. So now we just gently, you can either bring your right foot up to the side, or if you prefer to bring your knee this way, you can. So whichever you prefer, you're welcome to do. So we just gently want to lengthen. Again, you can have a strap around your foot if you want to. Try to keep your chest to square to the front of the mat. So either your knee, like this if you haven't got knee injuries or sore foot. Otherwise, if you have, then rather bring the knee to the side, have your foot on the inside. Good, lovely. We just gently want to stretch up, hold for 2 breaths. And gently just releasing. Bringing your hands onto the foot, lengthen up, holding 5 breaths. So if you're a beginner, you might want to just stay there, lengthen up into the crown of your head, gently push the right knee away from you. You want to gently come down over and relax now. Breathing into this. Just want to feel the release. And stay here for a good few breaths. Gently come up. So maybe you couldn't reach your foot, then you can just sit straight with your hand one on top of the other, keeping a straight back. Maybe sitting like this if you aren't able to bring your body down. We just want to gently repeat on the opposite side. Again, you can either bring your knee out to the side. If you haven't got knee injuries, you prefer to do that. Otherwise, you can bring the foot to the inside of your left thigh and gently flexing into that foot, keeping a nice straight back. Strong arms, and we just gently want to stretch up, draw the belly. Let's hold for a few breaths. And then we're gently going to come down over. So again, you can just sit like this with a straight back, lengthening up, making sure your back is nice and straight. Staying here if you're a beginner, pushing that left knee down. That's all you do. Maybe stay here for 10 breaths. And only when you feel maybe your lower back or your hamstrings releasing, then you can actually come down lower. So we're just going to, again, hold this. We feel the body dropping and releasing to do the forward fold. Very gently just coming up. So bringing your toes together, bring your knees the width of the mat. We just want to go into an extended child pose. Let them into those hands, really stretching the upper body. Good. Bring your forehead, your forearms onto the mat. Let's just breathe into this, really stretch. Keep the length in the upper body, 5 to 6 slow breaths. Gently coming up, let's just do a quick puppy pose. Hips above your knees, walking the hands shoulder width apart to the top of the mat. Push the body away from the front of the mat. Keep the arms nice and strong. Gently pushing the palms against the mat, sliding the blades, shoulder blades down the spine. Feeling upper body stretch, 5 breaths. And rolling back into a quick Balasana, 5 breaths. And gently just coming up, bringing your hands below your shoulders, knees under your hips. Gently inhaling into your cow, exhaling into cat. Let's just do 5. And gently tuck your toes under. And then gently bring your knees off the mat. Push back into your baby downward dog. Power up those arms. Good. Push the upper body away from the front of the mat. So a nice, strong, straight back. Breathe into this for 5 breaths. Good. And gently walking the dog. Just bend and straighten alternate legs. Push back into your perfect downward dog. You might want to walk your hands maybe a little bit forward, just so we get a nice alignment. Push your heels away from the front of the mat. Good. Breathe into it for 5 breaths. Good. Lift your right leg up. Place it in between your hands. Good. Left knee on the mat. You want to just come up into your high crescent moon. Stretching up. Let's hold for 5 breaths. Palms face each other. gently bring your hands down below your shoulders. Straighten your back leg. Good. Hold 5 breaths. Keep your hands below your shoulders. Now I want you to step into a plank. Bring your hands below your shoulders. Good. And you want to gently inhale. Exhale. Push your body back into a downward dog. Hold 5 breaths. Gently lift the left leg up as high as you can. Place it in between your hands. Half crescent moon on the opposite side. Remember your knee above your ankle. Back knee at a 45-degree angle. We're just going to hold for 5 breaths. Palms face each other. Arch your back. Good. Bring your hands down below your shoulders. Holding. It's almost similar to a lizard posture, but we just want to hold 5 breaths. Good. Gently step your feet back. We just want to go back into a plank. Hands below your shoulders. Good. And gently push back into your downward dog. Hold 5 breaths. Try to get the heels down. And you gently walk your hands back towards your feet. Make sure my feet are nice and straight. You can keep your knees slightly bent if you've got tight hamstrings. You want to gently interlace your hands behind you by just releasing any tension or tightness you may have in the upper body. So either keeping your legs straight or you can bend your knees. Keeping your feet straight, interlace your hands. Now if you can't interlace your hands, one hand around each elbow or around each wrist. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Keep your balance. And gently just releasing. Bring your hands down. And you can either hold onto the back of your shins or hold onto your ankles. You want to create less space between your head and your chest. So, or you can bring your hands below your shoulders, lengthen up into the crown of your head. Good. This opens up the back of your thighs more. You might feel this in your glutes. You want to create space between your ears and your shoulders, lengthen from your head to your coccyx. So you want to have a nice straight back here. Good. Holding 5 breaths. And then you can just gently, just releasing. Maybe you want to bring your hands below your shoulders. Good. Slightly lift your head up or you relax your neck. 5 breaths. And gently bending your knees. Bring one palm on top of the other. 3 breaths. And gently coming up very, very slowly. One vertebra at a time. So we just want to quickly do a forward fold. Just want to get 2 blocks quickly. So if you've got blocks at home, these are blocks at home. Come to the top of the mat, feet together, imaginary line down the center of your mat. Right foot forward, turn your back heel in, squaring your body. Place your hands on the blocks. If you haven't got blocks, you can maybe bring one palm on top of the other. Bring your head back and shoulders in one line, tuck your chin in. Let's just pull your knees up towards your thighs, holding 5 breaths. Stay like this. Otherwise, I'll just use the blocks. And then I'm just gently going to release, going down a bit lower. Otherwise, you can just keep your head back and shoulders in one line. We just want to do a quick rolled angle, keeping your left hand on the left block, left hand under your shoulders. You gently want to bring your right arm up, square your chest to the wall you're facing, look either up to the ceiling or in front of you. We're going to hold 5 breaths. Gently just releasing. Step your feet together, come up slowly. We repeat on the opposite side. Squeeze Shiva barking in the background. Feet together, imaginary line, opposite foot forward. Tuck your back heel in. So front foot dissects back foot in half. Or your heels line up. Remember this rule of thumb. Again, blocks below your shoulders. So you want to bring your head back and shoulders in one line. Pull your knees up, otherwise we bring your one wrist on top of the other. Making sure you've got a nice straight back here. Create space between your ears and your shoulders. Breathing just for 5 breaths. Keeping the balance in the front leg. Otherwise you keep your hands on the blocks, and then we just want to go a bit lower. So relaxing. Otherwise you can bring your palms lower down the front of your thighs, trying to keep that balance. So again, we want to do the revolved angle. I just find it easier to use the block. So you want to make sure that that right hand is below that right shoulder. And we want to just twist. Square your chest to the wall you're facing, lifting up, revolve triangle. 5 breaths. And very gently just releasing. Again, bringing your feet together. Good. And gently coming up very slowly through the spine. We're just going to do a quick tree pose before we go on to the plow pose. So gently bring your right foot down onto the mat. Bend your left knee out to the side. If you're beginner, toes on the floor. Otherwise, foot above your ankle or below your knee. Otherwise, we have it up as high as you can. Find a spot to look on the floor in front of you. Bring your palms together. Let's just breathe into this for 5 to 10 breaths. So just find your point of focus. Gently release. So now, we want to gently bring your feet wide. We've opened the hip out to the side. The front foot dissects back foot in half. We want to do the triangle again. Power up those legs. Strong arms. You want to stretch from the right hip. And then we're just going to fold. Bring your arm on the inside of that left knee. Stacking one shoulder blade on top of the other. Either looking up or you look directly in front if you've got a stiff neck. So we're going to hold this for 5 breaths, no weight on the down hand, the triangle. And you'll feel a lovely side stretch where you're working your body asymmetrically and gently release. So now we just want to repeat, toe heel your feet together. And we're just going to do the tree pose on the opposite side. So gently find your point of focus. I'm just looking at a spot on the floor in front of me. Beginner pose. Remember, have your toes on the floor, foot above the ankle or foot above the knee. And we're just going to find your balance. Look at that one spot. See if you can breathe and hold this for 5 to 10 breaths. Gently release. Stepping straight into your triangle because you already opened that hip after the tree pose. Front foot dissects back foot in half. Power up those legs, pull the knees up towards your thighs. Strong arms, you want to stretch from the left hip, you want to fold. One shoulder blade on top of the other. Open the chest wide. Either look up to the ceiling. Otherwise, if you haven't got a stiff neck, look directly in front of you. Good. And feel that nice strong arms. Roll the shoulder blades in towards each other. Power up those legs. Triangle, 5 breaths. And gently just releasing. So toe heel your feet together. So to finish with, you could come and lie with your legs up against the wall if you want to. So you bring the mat against the wall, keep your back on the floor and have your legs up against the wall just to finish the class. Or you can lie in the Savasana. What I'm going to do is do the plow pose. So you only do the plow pose if you've been doing yoga for a long time and you've done it a couple of times before and you've got no neck injury. So either lying with your legs up against the wall or flat on the mat doing a Savasana. Otherwise, if you've been doing yoga for longer, we're just going to do the plow pose to finish off with. Just very gently. Bring your knees together, feet, power up your arms. Take your chin in. Gently inhale, exhale, push the lower back onto the mat. And we gently inhale, bring your knees above your chest. Bring your feet over, don't look left or right. You can support your back. We're going to stay here for a good few breaths. Stay here for a few breaths and you open your knees wide. Sorry, I'm going to tickle in my throat. And you can release your arms, strong arms. Keep your knees tucked in at the body or close to the body. Going down very slowly, either using your core. Gently releasing, palms facing up. Let's just take 5 to 8 breaths. Gently coming up. We just want to finish with the fish pose. So sort of come back up the mat. One hand under your right butt, left under your left. Bring your elbows down, because remember we had the throat closed. Lift your heart center. Weight of the body is on your elbows. Back of your head or the crown of your head on the mat. We just stay here for a few breaths. Opening your throat. And you stay there as long as you want. You can stay there longer, otherwise just gently release. And just finishing in Savasana. So just gently closing your eyes. Relaxing your legs, relaxing your feet, your upper body, your lower body. Closing your eyes, just focusing on the breath. Just breathing into the belly, or breathing into the belly all the way to the top of your collarbones and exhaling. So really just coming down to a very gentle, peaceful connection with the mat and the earth below you, focusing on the breath. And just stay in here in Savasana for as long as you want or you need to. I'm gently going to come up now. Just very gently when you come up very mindfully. So you're welcome to stay in Savasana if you'd like to for longer, otherwise we just gently come to sit in a cross-seated position. Gently bring your hands together in a prayer position. And just giving thanks for your health, your breath. I just want to send lots of love and prayers and healing to all the countries that are suffering with the coronavirus, to all the people in the world, just sending lots of healing and love. We just also pray for healing over South Africa, for peace, for healing. And namaste. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for joining me.